Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to study about the Aloe Socotrina remedy. So from the name itself, you can know that it is the aloe vera plant and it is the whole leaf taken for the preparation of the medicine. So its common name is Socotrina aloes. It belongs to the family Liliaceae. And the brewer of this remedy is Helbig. Now, let us study this remedy through a short, interesting story by which you'll be able to remember it for a long period of time without forgetting. Okay? So, first, generally, I would like to tell you that how does the aloe vera look like? I mean, not the outer covering. I mean the inside part of the aloe vera, that is the gel. It is very jelly-like. So, in this remedy, the mucus production will be like a jelly-like and it will be very slippery. So, for stool, you can remember that immediately after eating, they'll rush to the toilet because the food does not stay or remain in the stomach. It is very slippery and wants to get removed from the body. So it is jelly like it is moving out of the body. So diarrhea. Okay. So now let us move into the story. So in this story, a group of friends are there. So they are planning to go to a trip. So they are traveling to a desert. How does the desert look like? It is very hot, full of sand, nothing to see, but only the sun. It's shining, the hotness. So the same thing these tourist friends are also seeing. So they went to the desert, reached the desert. After a long travel, what do you feel? You feel very thirsty and hungry, right? So they also felt the same. They searched for the food and water, had a little food, but no water. The water which they had also evaporated and no water was available. If water gets reduced in your body, what will it happen? What is the physiology or physiopathology happening in your body? Of course it is constipation. So they also started constipation because of lack of water. And due to the constipation, they need to pass the stool very harder. Due to passing it harder, they developed hemorrhoids. Have you seen hemorrhoids? So in the picture you can see the hemorrhoids. So this is how it looks like, and for your reference, the clock is also given so that you'll be able to find it easily and remember it. So they developed hemorrhoids, and the hemorrhoids looks like a bunch of grapes. The hemorrhoids are bleeding? Of course not, because in this remedy the hemorrhoids is bleeding, but not all the hemorrhoids is bleeding. Here, due to constipation, continuous stool, continuous hard pressure, hard stools, they'll be having bleeding. But in other remedies, it may not be necessary. Okay? Then, a bunch of grapes. What is the color of the grapes? It is violet, but here it turned into a blueberry. That is blue colored. For this remedy, blue, bleeding, bunch of grapes, bearing down pain, and burning. 5 B's are there, which is very important for this remedy, which you can easily remember by the letter B. Now, so as I said now, all the B's are there for them. That is, the hemorrhage looks like a bunch of grapes, bleeding, blue in color, very burning, and very bearing down sensation. And they're having itching in their anal region. If something is present in your any part, you will feel itchy, right? So they're having hemorrhoids in their anal region, so they develop itching in the anal region. So this itching appears every year as winter approaches. So they are in the summer, that is in the desert. There is no winter. So for them, they did not develop itching. And they developed diarrhea. Why? Because they are returning to their hometown. They are unable to bear the heat of the sun. So they are returning to their hometown. And in their hometown, it is very cold, rainy, cold. So they got opposite of the constipation. That is, when they were in summer, they got constipation. And when they came to the winter cold, they developed diarrhea. So their complaints gets ameliorated in the cold water and by the cold things, because since they were in the hot desert, they wanted cold. So when they went home, they took everything very cold. And this itching, they thought of operating their hemorrhoids, because they are developing itching, bearing down pain, burning, bleeding, which is unbearable. So they thought of operation. And this operation is a very long process, and they got irritated and angry on themselves because of their complaints. And if you see about the diarrhea, as I said earlier, they just want to go to the closet immediately after eating or drinking. Now they are in their home, so closet is there. So they ran towards the closet as soon as they ate and drank cold things. So this is how the story ends. At the diarrhea in the closet. Yeah, so it was a bit funny story, but it is very easy to remember. And also you should remember some of the points, like the production of the mucusins in jelly-like lumps, and when passing flatus, they'll be having sensation as stool is also passing along with the flatus, and the itch appears each and every year as soon as the winter approaches. And in the summer season, it will be ameliorated. So these are the key symptoms, and most of the symptoms are covered in this story. If you remember the story, you'll be able to write for even 10 marks. But this is not much important questions for 10 marks. It will be mostly asked in the 5 marks or in the comparison questions. So I hope you might have understood this. So this is all about Aloe Socotrina. So in the next video, I'll be coming up with our salve, which is a bit horror story. And I hope it will be more interesting and more awaited and more basic common remedy which is used then and there. So with this I'll be concluding. this topic. So thank you for listening very patiently. Until then, bye bye. Stay tuned to get more stories and interesting facts about remedies and homeopathy. Bye bye.